Which country will start World War III? Why? I'm stupid for going into the comment section expecting real answers. Come join us in the comment section of who will start World War III. We have China, North Korea, India, Pakistan. EU hustle of varying meme levels, including Germany. American hustle of varying meme levels, including USA, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Iran, Twitter, Facebook, corporations, aliens. I'm going all in on some damn fool thing in the Balkans too, bloodbath boogaloo. So cute how you've all forgotten Finland. Our plan is working. World domination imminent. Edit, well, this blew up. Plan foiled, abort. Guess it's back to the sauna and drinking. My uncle said to his German co-worker that if there was 80 million of us, Finnish, you would be speaking Finnish. It'll be a civil war that devolves into a world war, with no one country clearly responsible for this change. So global social collapse? Probably brought on by dwindling food and water supplies along with increasingly intense natural disasters? Bronze Age collapse has joined the chat. Sea People has joined the chat. I think the bigger question is, what would World War III look like? Would it be proxy wars? Would it be full traditional warfare? Just decide over a League of Legends tournament. It's as toxic as a nuclear war, but at least no one is dying. Except my noob feeder teammates. Tuvalu. They've been too dormant for too long. It ain't going to be the Swiss, that's all I know. That's exactly what they want you to think. Recently I broke into the Swiss embassy in Turkmenistan, the natural place to store plans for world domination. They have a 5-step plan. Step 1, become fully neutral, retract from world politics. Step 2, make a lab to create super soldiers in secret facilities hidden in the mountains. Step 3, form an alliance with the lizard people that live under the earth. Step 4, wait around 400 years to lull every other country into a false sense of security. Step 5, launch a surprise attack along with the lizard people to take out every government in the world at once, then send diplomats to communicate with army leaders to offer them extreme wealth, then send in the conventional troops to secure the world. The Swiss are going to take over the world with their lizard people any day now, beware. I'm from Switzerland, I can confirm also birds are not real. Can you imagine, you're sitting on a bench next to a bunch of pigeons, then suddenly they look towards the sky and say, sufficient data has been collected. Mission complete, and then they and every bird flies toward the sky. Edit, changed pigeons to pigeons. So long and thanks for all the seed. Sweden versus Canada, in a dispute over curling. One day Canada will rule the world, then you'll all be sorry. Not so bad, hockey is interesting and I like syrup. Good. The first step of the plan is working. My guesses would be 1, USA versus China over Taiwan, or 2, China versus India, a lot on tension there that doesn't get a lot of news attention. Nepal's gonna get stuck being caught right in the middle if it's the latter. Nepal will be the Poland of World War III. Better defensive terrain at least. Yeah, I don't envy whatever forces get sent to tackle that one. Seems just go around it would be a better strategy. Or go over it? I doubt World War III will be fought by ground troops when advanced autonomous flying drones exist. I mean, yeah, you could bomb them I guess, but it seems rather pointless if you don't intend to occupy the land, and that's where I foresee a really bad time. I think every conflict comes down to boots on the ground in the end. World War III will involve extraterrestrials and everyone knows that. But, to answer your question, #X200B, Utah. Wouldn't be surprised if Utah ducked it up for the rest of us tbh haha. Twitter. Someone will probably make a typo that everyone takes the wrong way. Netherlands against Spain, 1800 all over Exxon. We declare war on Holland. That's the Netherlands. Holland is the Netherlands. Then who are the Dutch? Hey, this is not on us, we just call ourselves Nederlanders XD. There's a group of people who are Dutch, speak Dutch, and live in Dutchland. To the west of them, there's a group of people who are Netherlandish, speaking Netherlandish, and live in the Netherlands. The English came along and told both groups that they're wrong. But how the duck did they end up with German as a word though? Maybe I'm whooshing, but we get German from a Latin word for it. Since Germany is so centrally placed in Europe, there was a lot of interaction with different cultures, but the Germanic groups were not yet unified under one name. The Romans knew of a group whom they said lived in Germania. But in German, Die Germanen is a broader concept around peoples and languages. All the old Germanic tribes. From Goths to Anglos to Saxons to Swedes to Austrians. A much more general term, kind of like Celts. This old idea. It will start when the United States has to invade the United States to protect the United States from the United States. Ada did not expect this to resonate with so many people. I feel obligated to add that I am a United States citizen, veteran of the United States Army, and watching my country collapse into itself so easily and over lies has been the most gut-wrenching and shameful experience of my life. Is that World War III or Civil War II? A civil war within a world war. That way our allies will be too busy defending themselves to help save us from ourselves. Germany. They'll get the hat trick. Pretty sure Germany won't start it, but we'll lose it. Ja. Wir werden verlieren. Zoom 3. Mal, yay, we will lose, a third time. But third time's the charm. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Germany times. Probably my shitty neighbor Greg. Duckin' Greg. I for one have never trusted the Croatians. Some shit about to go down in Balkan countries. Shit's never not happening in the Balkans. Am Serb, can confirm. Austrian here, we will do it again probably, I would like to say sorry in advance. Most plausible reason at the moment is because Germans eat schnitzel with sauce on top, then this conflict will spiral out again into World War III. Entirely reasonable. Another Austrian. Third time's the charm. Some Austrian, probably. I can't spell fellow Australian. I don't think the world can handle another world war. Simply for the sake that we're all so interconnected. Every major nation trades with each other and are in bed with each other. I would be a detriment to whatever country starts a war. Think about how the global supply chain has been impacted by the pandemic. The world would probably cease to function altogether in a major conflict. The emus. What's up with them lately? They are dangerous, I agree. I mean, in wars they are 1-0 all time. Technically the war still isn't over. And humans actually gave up the first attempt. Went back to try again, and also again had to give up. So 2-0 emus. Emu's undefeated record is growing. This spells doom, for the Aussies. No countries with nukes would ever dare to have all-out war against another country with nukes. Literally suicide, and there is no winners. It will all be cyber and proxy wars, like it already is. Edit, everyone seems so horny for some doomsday type of future I don't understand. Swear some of you would legitimately speak humanity's demise into existence if you could. It'll be Denmark. We'll invade Sweden to get back Lane and have a foothold in our attack on Norway. While we do this, America thinks this would be a slick time to swoop in and take Greenland right under our nose, only to find Russia already setting up a huge base. This will start a domino effect that leads to the ultimatum of nuking Nauru 3 times before they give up their power. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Person, send nukes Kim Jong-un, okay person, nudes person, oh no. Why were you asking Kim Jong-un for nudes? You don't? Austria, again. None. At this point, there are enough nukes in the world to ensure that a world war would simply result in nuclear annihilation on all sides. Say what you want about authoritarians like Xi Jinping, Kim Jong-un, and Ali Khamenei, they are many things, but they're not suicidal. They know that an all-out war would just end everyone, including them, so they're not going to. This is why the US and the USSR never went to all-out war, despite coming close a few times. The risks were just too great for both sides. What could easily happen, however, is another Cold War, this time between the US and China. And like in the Cold War, there could be proxy wars fought as a result of it, but it's unlikely that any country will take the insane risks of starting World War III.